I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't even know where to start. If you're new here, my name's Amanda. And if you're still subscribed, thank you. I have been avoiding YouTube because it is currently January 2nd, 2026. Yes, 2026. I last talked to you way back early 2025, I believe. Because, see, on my bingo card for 2025, I wrote get monetized on YouTube. And then I just disappeared. So yeah, that didn't happen. But a lot did. A lot has happened since the last time I have spoken to you, or the last time I spoke to you. And one of my goals for this year is to come back to YouTube because I didn't realize how much, I knew that like we were a family on here. I knew that from the beginning. Some of you have literally had my back. Like 3 months in business, I'm over here crying on the internet and you guys are having my back, cheering me on. First up, can we pause? I just celebrated 2 years in business. Let's go. We can get more into that later, but yes, I did it. I did not give up. I always knew that we were a family on here and I loved YouTube, and YouTube always has had my heart. I don't know why I started to avoid. I was talking to my boyfriend yesterday. We were writing all of our goals for the year, talking, making a plan. And he was like, I don't want to pressure you. It's your goals. I want it to be what you want to do. But have you thought about revisiting YouTube? I was like, no, not really. Like, I'm so focused on Instagram and this and that. And YouTube is just not going to fit in my plan. And he was like, okay, that's fine. We keep talking a little bit more. And I start crying. I literally start crying because I'm talking about all of you and how you've literally had my back since day one. How you had no idea who I was and you cheered me on and you had my back and you subscribed and you watched my videos and you shared my videos, and some of you even took it upon yourself to email me and help me, and you saw my potential. You saw what I was worth before I could see it for myself, and that is truly beautiful. The community that we built is amazing, and I don't know, like really sitting here on January 2nd, 2026, I don't know why I avoided when I'm thinking about it, and you guys have always had my back, so I'm sorry. But I'm not gonna do that because on my goals this year, I wanna post on my YouTube channel at least 2 times a month. If more happens, cool, but at least 2. I can honor 2 videos a month for y'all. Even if I just do one at the beginning and one at the end of the month, or 2 back to back, or I don't know. I'm not gonna hold myself into these crazy strict rules because that's when the creativity just like shuts itself down. So I'm sorry. I will hold myself accountable with discipline for doing 2 videos a month, but that's it. I don't even know where to begin, but I think that this was the perfect year to come back to YouTube because I know that this is going to be probably one of the biggest years of my life. I don't know where we left off, but I just celebrated 10 years with my boyfriend. 10 years on Christmas we celebrated. And no, I'm not engaged. But do you know what? Amanda at the beginning of 2025 would have had such a more negative mindset about this. But do you know what I'm realizing? Everything is in its own timing, whether it's in God's timing, whether it's in your own specific timing, whenever it is, things happen for a reason when they happen. My boyfriend and I have been having very serious conversations recently. And he basically told me that he's not gonna wait more than 6 months to propose. Honestly, it's not probably going to even be 6 months. But stop asking questions and trust me. Okay, baby, say less. So your girl just may or may not become a wife this year because yes, I have waited 10 years to get proposed to. We're getting married shortly after. This is my one, and I'm not trying to have a huge wedding. That's all cool if y'all have a big wedding, but I want to invest my money into my entire life, not one day. Again, not shaming and just speaking about myself. I turned 30 this year. That is so wild, but I almost feel like everything is happening exactly how it's supposed to because I also want to become a mom. A lot of you know this. A lot of you have known this. I don't know, but we will see. I'm so excited for this year. The fact that I just celebrated 2 years in business. I'm going into year 3 of business. Year 3 of business started December 27th, and I am so excited. I understand where I want to take my business now. I have a clear vision, and it feels good. It feels exciting, and I'm just so glad I didn't give up. And I remember telling you guys this. I remember telling you, if I give up, I'm never gonna know where I could have been. And everything that you start is hard at first. It's hard at first. No matter what you do, if you don't understand, if you don't know how to do it, it's hard. So why not figure out how to accomplish that hard thing while investing in myself? How many times do you experience hard things while you're at work investing in somebody else's future? Okay, so if you're willing to do it for somebody else, be willing to do it for yourself. I made an accomplishment cake, and one of the things that I said on my accomplishment cake is I did 22 pop-ups this year. 22 pop-ups. That means that I set myself up 22 different times at a local facility in my community, and I marketed for my business. That is right, 22 times in 2025. I was at multiple workout facilities with I literally would show up to workout facilities with my massage bed and give sample tummy massages, sample facials. And so often I've been told, oh, well, why do you give away so much? You're giving a free facial, you're giving a free digestive stomach massage. I am not a pro, I am not a professional. I've only been in business for 2 years. The amount of things that I have learned in these past 2 years, like I know before I was trying to give y'all advice. Your girl knew nothing except how she felt. I have learned so much. I am not nearly where I want to be, but I have learned so much, and I would love to share it with you if you guys are curious. But to kind of touch on that, I don't believe I'm giving away too much because I've tried both ways. I've tried setting up at a workout facility and just talking about what lymphatic massage is and explaining it and trying to relate it to them, to speak their language, right? A lot of the time it's a lot of words that they're hearing and it's not for them. Or isn't that just like a regular massage? A lot of times a regular massage is cheaper than a lymphatic massage, but it's also different. So then I thought, okay, what makes me want to do something? What makes me, think about it. Like, you don't want to just invest your money into something that you're not sure about. So I thought, makes sense. I wouldn't want to do that. Now I bring my massage bed and I just give them a sample. No, I'm not sitting there giving them a 45-minute facial, but 5-10 minutes depending, just a little something so they can feel it. They can feel the difference. Give them a little digestive stomach massage. They can feel the difference. When you feel something, that's what gets you. We speak to your emotions. So that's where I was failing. I was speaking to their ears and not their emotions. And let's be so for real. We like to feel good. Yeah, I did that. I worked for free, I guess, 22 separate times this year. And I'm gonna tell you right now that a majority of my clients that I got in 2025 were from those pop-ups. And guess what? A majority of those people that I met at those pop-ups had told me that they'd been looking for a lymphatic massage therapist and they just hadn't been able to find one. I put myself in front of them. That's what you have to do. You have to put yourself in front of people so they know that you exist. You could have this amazing, great skill all day long, but if nobody knows you exist, nobody cares. So I did. Last year, I posted on social media, on Instagram, every single day. 9 times out of 10, it was like an actual grid post, like a reel, like an actual reel. But on the days that life got busy, life got hard, things happened, I posted on my story. I was active every single day of the year last year on my Instagram. Because again, if people don't know you exist, they're not gonna go and support your business. If they forget about you, they're not gonna go and visit your business. So I showed up in front of them every single day on social media, every single day. Hey bestie, videos. To the point that by the end of 2025, people were coming up to me and being like, hey bestie, hey Amanda. Yeah, it hits now. People know that I am the bestie girl. And the bestie connects to my brand, which connects to lymphatic massage. It's all so cohesive. And I built this brand around being your bestie. And guess what? What do you usually you usually trust your bestie, right? Like, you would usually take advice from them. And if they told you, oh, this place is good, then you'd probably trust that they're not putting you in the wrong direction, right? So that's another thing I learned is you need to not try to make connections. You need to build relationships because these people are real people. Get to know them because you should be coming from a genuine place anyways. I believe that lymphatic massage could help you. I could give you many reasons. Let me talk to you for a second and I could probably find a reason how it could specifically help you and what you are going through. And because I stand on that confidence, I'm okay to share this information with these people all the time and build these relationships because I do know that if they came and they got a lymphatic massage, it would benefit them. It would make things better. I'm not just saying lies in their head, making them believe that we got each other and then no, people gotta be genuine. The amount of people that I have seen in business that are not genuine, the amount of people that we're not here to be negative. We are not here to be negative, but I have learned some things in the past year. I've also grown a lot. I don't know. I haven't watched any of my old videos, but I carry myself so differently now. Like, I think 75 Hard was the beginning of all of this. 75 Hard taught me discipline, and I've been unstoppable since. Oh, God's trying to humble me. Out of nowhere, I just got the worst stomach ache. Oh my God. Oh. I told you that I was unstoppable. Now I just got a stomach ache. All right. I need to calm down. Whew. Okay. I hit 1K on Instagram last year. That was one of my goals. Celebrated 10 years with my boyfriend. Celebrated 2 years in business. I started a club. I tried to start a club last year because, you know, everyone is in a running club. And I thought lymphatic massage, you need to move your body. The lymphatic system relies on circulation, AKA movement. So I thought, let me start a movement club. I called it the Bestie Boost Club. Is that not cute? Because we are besties and we're boosting each other up. And I decided we're gonna have weekly meetups where we try a different movement. 1 week we're gonna go hiking, 1 week we're gonna do yoga, 1 week we're gonna go on a run, 1 week we're gonna move our body in a different way. I don't know. It was great. It was fun. It was this amazing idea. The first meetup, I think like 6 or 7 people came, but some of them were related to me and the other ones were my friends. And then one of them was my friend's boyfriend. I'm very, very, very grateful that I have supportive people in my life. But then from there, the next one, a couple people fell off. And then from there, more people fell off. And then I had one where I collabed with a local Pilates instructor and we did Pilates in the park. And that was a hit. There was actually a lot of people there, but they were all her people. So then the next event that I did, now my friends had fully fallen off, not because they're not supportive, but because it was just taking up time and they were the only ones coming. And it was not evolving into a club. And because I was advertising the weekly movements, I felt like I still needed to show up every single week just in case somebody else showed up. So now it was not only taking up my friends' time and now they no longer can participate, but now I'm taking up my own time when I could be using that time on something else. No, it's 100% good that I'm also moving my body still. I should still be moving my body, but I don't need to move my body at 6 p.m. at the park. You know what I mean? I don't like to give up, but I decided that we're gonna put that one on pause. And maybe while I'm trying to build my business, I don't need to try to start a club. Because I also feel like the time that I was wasting doing all of that for nobody to participate, I could have been investing on building my business where I actually make my money, because this was a furry club. But you know, I just have all these passions that I just want to do. And now that I'm a business owner, I feel like I have freedom to everything. So I want to start a club. I'm just going to start a club. Didn't work out. I'm not sure if it's because it was the time of the year or if I'm just not meant to own a club. I lost multiple friends this year or last year. And I remember thinking in both situations, it was when I kind of stood up for myself, but I wasn't even being rude and I didn't think that we were in an argument. but I'm so unconfrontational and bestie energy that I think it caught them off guard because I met these people since becoming a business owner. So becoming a business owner, I've been like bestie energy because that's my brand. And I think when things got real, because I'm a real person with real feelings, and being, hey bestie, all the time is not realistic, they didn't like it. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the things that I said in one of the situations, it was kind of harsh, but it was like straightforward, but it wasn't disrespectful. It was just very matter of fact. And I guess they didn't like that fact because shortly after they blocked me on Instagram. So I guess we're not going to be revisiting that friendship. And then the other one, I felt like they were not, I'm trying to say this in the most respectful way because to be honest, I'm over it. Like, it is what it is. Like, I just kind of said something jokingly that was serious, and they responded with like something like, oh, do I feel a certain type of way or something? And so then I basically told them that no, and I don't really want to get into this, but the point is that anytime I'm just not like super like agreeing, it seems like people don't like it. I decided that I'm no longer going to put up with that because, you know, for so long I thought that like, oh, well, that's rude no, it's not rude if someone makes you feel like you can't be your full self. It's not rude if you think that you're worth all of it and then some, because guess what? You are. You were born to be enough. Now, do I believe that you shouldn't settle at baseline of being enough? 100,000,000%. Please don't just accept that you're enough and never do anything with your life. But you are enough. You 100,000,000% are enough. And please don't let anyone ever tell you differently because you are enough. You've always been enough. And if you can remember that right here on baseline, you are enough, you can only be better. You can only be better. Let's be better together. Let's be better this year. Let's be better going forward in general. And I need to remember that. And I finally actually I finally understand that. Like, I told myself, oh, I understand that. No, I do understand that. I am enough. And anyone that decides that they want to make me feel less than that, they're wrong. And I am the main character. And do you know why I'm the main character? Because it's my life. And for so long, I was afraid to do certain things because I didn't know how I was going to make this person feel. And I didn't know how I was going to make this person feel. But then you wake up one day and you realize my whole life was spent not even living for myself. It's not like once I finish living for all of these people that I have a time for myself. No, this is my one time. This is my only time. And if what I'm doing isn't hurting anyone and it's not disrespectful, then why can't I do it? Who made the rules? I'm sorry, but Joe over here didn't make the rules. No one told Joe that he gets to tell me what is correct and what isn't, because Joe is just Joe and I'm just Amanda, and that is what it is. I'm not gonna tell Joe what he can and can't do because it's not my business what Joe does in Joe's life. Joe's the main character. Joe gets to decide. So let Amanda decide over here. If you see these balloons, if you see them, you obviously see them. There is 10 of them because I got my boyfriend a balloon for every year we've been together. And then in the bottom, I tied a different picture to all of them. And then for my 2 years, which was 2 days later, he got me a huge number 2 balloon with a happy birthday balloon and a congratulations balloon, because congratulations on 2 years and happy birthday to your business. He knows me so well. I love balloons. And because our anniversary was on Christmas and my business birthday is so close to Christmas, I got all of these balloons and I like intertwined them in the tree. And so we just had like this like balloon Christmas tree, and it was pretty cool. You know what I just realized? Since I have been filming for Instagram for the past year, I just filmed my entire YouTube video the wrong direction. And I think this is the world testing me. I think this is the world testing me because I told myself that this year I am going to work on perspective, and I'm not going to accept failure because failure only happens when you When you quit, you give up, you're done. So this is redirection. This is the world making me redirect my thoughts right now and find something positive in the fact that I literally just filmed this whole video the wrong direction. And I think what this moment is doing for me is just making me realize it's not that big of a deal. If the meaning is still the same, whether you watch it up and down or sideways. I'm sorry if when you watch this video, there's gonna be a bunch of like empty space on the side because I filmed this up and down. But hopefully what I have to say matters more than that empty space. If it doesn't, I don't really think we were meant to be friends. So you don't have to subscribe. Also, on your way out, I don't really want to hear negative comments. So you can go. And for those of you that are actually here just to chill, listen, and vibe, I'm sorry. I really am. My bad. But I'll do better next time because we are learning, we are growing, and I'm human and we make mistakes. I think that I'm going to turn off the camera and go get something to eat. I don't know why my stomach was hurting so bad. I didn't think I was hungry, but might as well try. I had a really hard workout this morning, so I had a protein shake and a banana, but I think I need to have something more like maybe I'll go and make some beef and rice and fuel my body. But please comment down below what you have been up to. I have not talked to you in a really long time. So please tell me what you've been up to, what's on your mind, tell me your milestones, tell me everything, bestie, because I want to know what happened. Okay, let's catch up. And I'm back. I am back, and I am just Amanda, okay? My content is going to be me, whether it's business, whether it's gonna be me. And I hope that you're okay with just hanging out, regardless to what that means. So until next time, bestie, bye.